Alright, so we'll go ahead and solve this one. Okay, so the first you want to notice your first and last terms. Okay, so you have 16x squared. You can rewrite that as 4x squared. And your third term, see the 16 is just 4 squared. Okay. So that means our 16x squared, we can just rewrite that as 4x squared minus 32x plus 4 squared. Let me clean that up a little bit. Is equal to 4. Okay. And once again, that's assuming we're trying to see if it's a perfect square trinomial. A squared, that's minus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a minus b squared. Clean that up some. There we go. Okay, so that means this would be our a, and this would be our b. Okay. Now you always want to test that middle term, because next class you're going to have some that these two may be perfect squares, but that middle term doesn't match. So you're going to have to solve it another way. So it may seem like, oh, if I know my a and my b, I can just skip to the end. You can if it works out. And that's just assuming it works out. So if it doesn't work out, then you have to try another method, which is what we're going to do next class. Okay. So that means this has to equal 2 times a times b. Okay. So it's 2 times 4x times 4. 2 times 4x is 8x, times 4 is 32, so this is 32x, so we can go ahead and just plug it right in there. Okay, so we know that it is a perfect square. So we can rewrite 16x squared minus 32x plus 16 as 4x minus 4 squared. Okay, so from there we can just get our original equation up and rewrite it with that. Okay, so you have 4x minus 4 squared equals 4. Excuse me. Okay, so now we can just square root both sides. Okay, so that gives us the square root of 4x minus 4 squared equals plus or minus square root of 4. Okay, so you know square root of 4 is 2, and that square root and square cancels out. So we have 4x minus 4 equals plus or minus 2. Okay, so from there we just solve for x. Okay, so we add 4 to both sides, where those two cancel out. So you have 4x equals 4 plus or minus 2. Then we divide both sides by 4. Anything divided by itself is just 1. Oops, scoot that up a little bit. So we have x is equal to 4 plus or minus 2 over 4, which can be pretty easily simplified. So I'll move that up a little bit. kind of block that off. So x can equal 4 plus 2 over 4, or x can equal 4 minus 2 over 4. Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6. So that's 6 over 4, which simplifies to 3 over 2. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2, so x can equal 2 over 4, which simplifies to 1/2. All right, so any questions on that one? All right, so I'm going to stop there because I don't want to have to try and